As many of you know, Discord is an online communication service that people all over the world can use to communicate with their friends and family through chat or voice call. Unfortunately, the service is primarily advertised among gamers, which is why some things can get pretty cringe, as you will soon see. Number 15. Waiki, otherwise known as Bearish. This rambunctious and borderline sexist individual has been spotted hating on minorities and generally causing mischief for no good reason. He also has over 1 million reported cases of domestic abuse. His only redeeming quality is making a pretty cool pirate game. Do not tell him, but I pirated his pirate game. Number 14. Kriv the Kobold. There is so much to say about Kriv the Kobold that it would be impossible to fit it all in one video. To briefly summarize what to expect from this curious kobold, it is a mischievous and no good troublemaking lizard person who can only be described as a chaotic evil. It appears to have some sort of obsession with Togay twins from Pokemon. If you encounter a Kriv, make sure to turn its retweets off immediately. Number 13. Keyboard Commando. This so-called woman in Jor is one hot mess, minus the hot part. This pitiful individual calls himself a ladies' man despite never having encountered one in real life. Embarrassing as it is, this poor soul might never know what the touch of a woman feels like. It's no wonder that the ladies start running at the sight of him. When he starts on one of his historical lectures or sporadic political monologues, better grab your earplugs because you're in for a racket. Number 12. Daniel Notepad. One might assume, judging from his soft and squishy exterior, that this individual is cute, sweet, and ultimately harmless, but you would be wrong. On the inside, this wholesome-looking creature is actually a dastardly master of destruction. His vile pranks and heinous shenanigans are enough to make a grown man cry. I know this because I myself am a victim to these despicable trickeries. Admittedly, he is also a master gaslighter, but that's even worse. Number 11. Joshua. This deceitful individual goes by the name Joshuka on all social medias. There is no way to describe how much this angers me because that is not how you're supposed to spell Joshua. There is no C in Joshua. You need to spell it right. Anyone who has graduated 3rd grade knows how to spell Joshua correctly. There is no excuse for this. You do not get extra letters in your name just because you are a voice actor, and that is the cold hard truth. Number 10. Ghosty Wosty. Matthew Ghosty Titties is one of the most despicable human beings I've ever met. He has some sort of obsession with uranium radiation, which literally kills people. That's pretty messed up, if you ask me. He believes he is based and also real when, in reality, he is actually neither of those things. Not to mention, he likes Homestuck, which is automatically a cringe alert red flag to any normal person. Ghosty just might be the farthest thing from normal that this server has ever seen. Number 9. Dirt. You might be thinking, what is so bad about dirt? After all, 25% of the earth is made of dirt, and we need dirt for things like plants to grow, and to bury dead people in. Well, sadly, this is not the same dirt you are thinking about. This dirt is actually a person, and a very cringe one at that. Nobody knows where he came from, but he just showed up one day and we can seem to get him to leave. If you have any ideas on how to get rid of him, please comment down below. Number 8. Dan. Not to be confused with Danny, the gaslighting menace. This individual is another Daniel but with an even shorter nickname. This guy just comes and goes as he pleases, seemingly without a care in the world. He has a really deep and intimidating voice that honestly makes me jealous. There's no telling what stunt this guy is about to pull at any moment. Everyone should be on their guard around this guy. Comment below if you have any ideas on how I can defeat him. Number 7. Sakura wins S. This guy is so cringe that if you shoved him onto the floor, he would probably start apologizing profusely to you. If you stole his lunch money and then ripped it to shreds in front of him, he would probably write you a completely original song all about how wonderful you are. What sort of mind games is he playing? What kind of person does that? Comment down below what you think of this most peculiar behavior. Number 6. Sye'S. This freak is the goddamn reason we can't have nice things. If I were stranded on a deserted island with 2 broken legs and the only person who could help me was Sye'S, I think I would kill myself. There is nothing more miserable than listening to the monotone voice of a grown man who probably lives in a dark corner of his parents' basement. There is only so much cringe one person can take, and Solian is just about the fucking limit. Some people have told me I'm projecting. Comment if you think that's true. Number 5. John Technical. Despite what the name would imply, there is nothing technical about John here. First of all, congrats idiot for having the most common name in the United States of America. Imagine if you somehow won a contest, and they announce through the speaker that the winner is John. You, and about 1,000 other guys, would all stand up at once, because you all have the most unoriginal name in the world. I truly can't think of a more cringe scenario. Comment down below if you can think of anything more embarrassing than that. Number 4. Sye. Hi, Sye, formerly known as Sye Lexi, is the leader of a mysterious cult of freaks known as the Little Guys. She also is the owner of the server in the title of this video, but you already knew that. What you might not know is that the Little Guys propaganda is one big sham, and Sye, at the center of it all. Sye has been caught on tape with the statement, "I hate all these little guys."
I hate these little guys.
What?
Wow.
Sye?
I never thought I would hear. Whoa.
Hold on.
Little guy hater.
Clip
Hold
that,
on, you
chat,
guys are
clip
taking it out
that.
of context. No.
Wow, as a former little guy myself, I am so glad to have escaped this cult built upon lies and deception. Number 3. Michael Pupper Queso is quite the sad individual. He tries so very hard to make jokes, but unfortunately they are never very funny. He must be under the impression that he is quite the comedian, because he just makes jokes again and again, despite the fact that no one ever laughs. It's actually rather cringe. Number 2. Kodopa. How did Christ allow one stupid weasel to be so stinky? No man or beast should ever have to endure the torture that is being within 50 feet of Kodopa. Once that stank reaches your nostrils, it is all over. You might think he is a pretty nice guy if you get to know him, but no. This creature makes disgusting jokes pertaining to sexual activities at the most inappropriate of times. What's worse than that is he will take credit for other people's work by saying you're welcome when nobody was even talking to him. He is a stinker in both body and mind. There is only one individual who is more cringe than Kodopa, and it's not even close. Number 1. Justin. Words cannot describe the hatred I withhold for this disgusting human being, if you can even call him that. This despicable piece of trash is so vile, so disgusting. I don't know how he hasn't been banned from every social media forever. For the life of me, I do not know how they let someone so incompetent be allowed as a member of our society. I truly, and from the bottom of my heart, wish the worst for him. I find his suffering rejuvenating and his pain energizes me. He does not deserve human rights in any capacity. I hope he dies in a fire.